What's going on YouTube world? I know it's been a while, it's been a minute. I ended up starting school and then I ended up getting COVID, so I was sick. So I've been out for a while, but now I'm back. It's time to get back to the channel, get it back up and running. So now that I'm back, what better way to come back to some new Tom Macdonald? You know, fake woke. So we're gonna see what he's talking about. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm getting ready to bring you guys more content. So without further ado, let's get straight to it.
I think it's crazy I'm the one who they labeled as controversial, and Cardi B is the role model for 12-year-old girls. There's rap.
I know you're gonna get a lot of flock for that. I mean, there's a lot of people that like Cardi B, you know. She made good music, but I mean, her personality, I think, is what draws a lot of people to her. She has a dope personality. I mean, she has a good story too. I don't know if it's a story for 12-year-olds, but I get what he's saying though. I mean, it's definitely not her fault though, but I understand where he's coming from.
Pushing Xanax at the top of the billboard, but if I mention race in a song, I'm scared I'll get killed for it. It's backwards, it's getting exponentially dumb. It's more difficult to get a job than purchase a gun. Eminem used to gay bash and murder his mom, and now he doesn't.
That's facts. It's definitely easy to get a gun, and especially if it's not a handgun. But it's even harder to get, especially nowadays, to get a job with COVID and just the competition out there. So definitely hard to get a job, but easy to get a gun.
To get a job than purchase a gun. Eminem used to gay bash and murder his mom, and now he doesn't want fans if they voted for Trump. We're ashamed to be American. You should.
Eminem used to gay bash, kill his mom. I mean, Eminem, you know, he was talking about his upbringing, and he definitely was talking about it in an aggressive way. He definitely has some crazy lyrics, and as far as like, I mean, but I mean, I think it's kind of different though, you know, people that support Trump, you know, versus what Eminem was doing. So I mean, there's a little bit of similarity there, but it's also a big difference, a very big difference.
Love it because you have the right to hate it and not get stoned to death in public. As children we were taught how to walk and talk, but the system wants adults to sit down and shut up. Cancel culture runs the world now, the planet went crazy. Label everything we say as homophobic or racist. If you're white, then you're guilty by association. All our childhood heroes got me too'd or they're rapists. They never freed this.
That's crazy. Everybody getting me too'd. Everybody coming out with rape allegations against, you know, your favorite artist, your favorite actor. It's crazy. The Me Too movement came and swept up a lot of people. You know, you got R. Kelly, you got Bill Cosby, now you got T.I. and Tiny. You got that one director or something, forget his name though, the old white dude. Harvey Stein. Yeah, Harvey Stein. And you got Brasby and his allegations against Marcus Houston and Chris Stokes. And I'm pretty sure you're going to have more coming out. But it's just crazy, though.
They realized that they don't need the change. They gave us tiny screens. We think we free because we can't see the cage. They knew that race war would be the game they need to play. For people to big teams, they use the media to feed the flame. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know. They won't tell you what to believe in. They so fake woke. Same old, safe zones. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about your feelings. I think it's crazy all these people screaming facts, but they fake woke. Hate their neighbor cause he wears a mask or he stays home. Has a daughter but his favorite artist said he slays hoes. Picks her up from school, music slaps on the way home. Censorship's an issue cause they choose.
Wait, let's run that back.
Fake woke, hate their neighbor cause he wears a mask or he stays home. Has a daughter but his favorite artist said he slays hoes. Picks her up from school, music slaps on the way home.
Has a daughter but his favorite artist say he slays hoes. That's when he brings that to your attention, it kind of like it makes sense. It's like you got a daughter, but your favorite artist you listen to is talking about slaying hoes, which the two don't go hand in hand. You could say like, oh, it's just music, but I mean, music is very influential. So don't for a second think that people don't get influenced by what they hear and go out and repeat what they hear or use it as motivation to do what they hear. So, you know, if you do have kids and you listen to that type of music, it's kind of like you contradiction in a way, you know. It's like how you gonna have a daughter but listen to the whole songs that disagree, that degrade women, you know.
Censorship's an issue because they choose what they erase. There's a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. I think Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name when the system's screwing everyone exactly the same. I just want to spend Thanksgiving Day with food in my family.
Tom, come, hold on, bro. Hold on. You think Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name when the system is screwing everyone the same? Now, what do y'all feel about that line? Get in the comment section. Tell me what you think about that line. Am I getting ready to misinterpret that, or am I not catching something? Because, granted, the system is treating everybody wrong. But when we say Black Lives Matter, it's because we're going through certain things that a lot of races don't have to go through. You know, a lot of white people don't have to go through the things that black people do, and you know, brown, black and brown people do. You know, it's totally different. I mean, it's like we're targeted the most. You know, like let's see, like Dylan Roof, right? He go to church in Charleston, shoot up all them people, and you know they try to blame it on mental issues. But when a black person do something, they don't, you know, say it's mental issues. You know, it's pretty much because he's black. So, I mean, Black Lives Matter. I mean, it's, once again, they're not saying that no other race matters, but we're saying Black Lives Matter because we feel like they don't treat us as such, like our lives matter. That's what we're getting at.
Without being accused of celebrating native casualties, we got so divided it's black and white and political. Republicans are bigots, libtards if you're liberal. There's riots in our streets and it's just getting worse. Y'all screaming deep on the police, y'all are genius for sure. They're underfunded.
What do you say?
Divided is black and white and political. Republicans are bigots, libtards if you're liberal. There's riots in our streets and it's just getting worse. Y'all screaming deep on the police, y'all are genius for sure. They're underfunded already, they're way too busy to work. Order food and call the cops, see what reaches you first.
Order food or call the cop. Order food or call the cops, see what reaches you first. We all know that food gonna reach you first before the cops do. Don't get me wrong, man. I mean, cops they do got a tough job. It's a very tough job, especially in today's climate where you're hated on and called on in the same breath. You know, it's a very tough job, and I do give props to the good police officers out there, because for those good officers, I know you guys have a tough job, especially nowadays in the climate that we're in. So salute to all the good officers and eat a dick to all the bad officers. You're making the good officers look bad.
Ended, that's a lie in itself. That was a strategy to make us think they were trying to help. They knew that racism was hot if they designed it to sell. We buy up every single box and divide us ourselves. They so fake woke, facts don't care.
I swear, Tom be coming through with the message. We know who woke. That's you, Tom. That's you.
Yeah, but you feel. We use violence to get
peace and wonder why it isn't working. That's like sleeping with a football team to try and be a virgin. Politicians are for sale and someone always makes the purchase. But you and I cannot afford it. Our democracy is worthless. If a man has mental illness, call him crazy. Say it silently. When countries...
Hold up. Is he about to say what I said earlier?
afford it. Our democracy is worthless. If a man has mental illness, call him crazy. Say it silently. When countries going crazy, we accept it as society. Get sick and take a pill. When the side effects get you high, you get addicted like these rappers dying, fighting with sobriety. Censoring the facts turns our children into idiots.
The pill epidemic is crazy, man. We gotta do better, y'all. I mean, I know y'all going through something, but them pills, I'd rather use some weed. Weed is, you know, the side effects. What are our side effects for weed versus pills? If you gotta do something, I'd rather you do the weed. Plus, it's pretty soon it's gonna be legal in every state except Georgia.
It's for our safety. I'll tell you what it really is. Removing information that empowers all the citizens. The truth doesn't damage points of view that are legitimate. They're trying to change amen to amen and women. How do we let them make praying a micro...
Hold on, did he...
Removing information that empowers all the citizens. The truth doesn't damage points of view that are legitimate. They're trying to change amen to amen and women. How do we let them make praying a micro...
They're trying to change a man to a man and a woman. See what she did there, Tom. It's facts, though.
Aggression. Instead of asking God for the strength to keep winning, we cheat to get ahead and then we ask him for forgiveness. Feminism used to be the most righteous of fights, but these days it feels like they secretly hate guys. I don't trust anyone who...
Tom, I feel you. I mean, we're so divided today. I mean, there's so many communities and groups. You know, it's just... We gotta get it together, people. We all gotta become one. I know other countries looking at us laughing.
It's for a week and don't die. Just kidding. But everything else that I said is right.
They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to.
Alright, guys, that was Tom Macdonald, Fake Woke. What you guys thought about that song? He definitely says some interesting things in that song, so hit that comment section. Let's talk about it. Like I said, I'm glad to be back. I've been out, you know, I started school, then I ended up getting COVID. But I definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I think I'm about to order me one of those cameras so I could be official, you know what I'm saying? Official. So, yeah, so you guys stay safe out there. Stay COVID free because it sucks, especially when you get sick and then you got to quarantine. You can't do nothing, can't be around nobody, can't go nowhere. It's driving me crazy. But, love y'all and see y'all later.